Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talking about gender and power. I was inspired by the fact that many words are gendered in European countries. In Chinese she and he, the human being is almost unthinkingly regarded as male. It is interesting to know that in the English to Chinese translation of witches and wizards, there are some words about describe women as ugly and old. And in the translation of wizards, there are lots of descriptions like genius, legend, and so on. I discussed this strange phenomenon using colonialism as an entry point, in combination with patriarchal society and capitalism. This is because I believe that the behavior and thinking of the colonialist is similar to that of the superior in patriarchal society and capitalism. Colonization lets rulers keep power using laws and police. It took land and caused lasting harm to people's bodies and minds. History often ignores its deep effects. Colonizers thought they were doing good, like missionaries saving souls, but they hurt native cultures. This shows how power keeps unfair system alive through rules and beliefs. I will use some of the following concepts from these three books to discuss the relationship between the dominator of power and the dominated. In Sister Outsider, Lord argues that anger is a politically correct response in the face of identity and injustice. Anger is liberal, creative, and a source of power for change. It is not hateful or destructive, but rather a basis for change. Lord rejects the dichotomy of me versus the other in favor of the coexistence of differences and mutual understanding. The book mentions the disconnect between white and black women, which comes from unrecognized but habitual patterns of thinking. In the book Misogyny, I found that a large part or entirely of the conflict between women is created by the exploitation of the subordinate by the patriarchal group as the superior controllers of the interests of resources. They use childish tricks to divide the subordinate group. Combined with the book patriarchy system and capitalism, I'm beginning to understand that, in whatever ism, the power class oppresses the subordinate on a psychological level, objectifies them, and deludes them itself into removing their sense of individuality and reducing their ability to fight back in order to strengthen its own political status. So, to recap, after thinking through this, I began to understand that anyone making public comments and exploring colonialism, patriarchal society, capitalism is considered a push, even if it is opposition and question of the truth, even if it is criticizing and laugh at the people who involved, even if it is approving and sympathizing with the perpetrators. These promotions accumulate and eventually lead to deeper and broader development and change. In a way, each of us is in the act of refining. We welcome all events, both good and painful. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.